Hey there, everybody. I'm Becca. What is your favorite kind of story? Do you like stories about royalty? Hear ye, my royal subjects. Or stories with singing and dancing? What about stories where a secret agent saves the world? The thing is, every one of us has a story of our own. It's our life. And every story has a lot of different parts to it. I wonder how God feels about all the parts of our stories. The news team is wondering about that too in The Source. Let's find out what happens. And those are today's morning announcements. But before I go, I would like to leave you all with a message. Let love lead you. I know new things can be scary, change can be scary, but fear only makes us think of ourselves. Love lets you think of the other person first. So, as we get ready to go into summer, let's try to think of ways that we can focus on ourselves less and focus on others more. I'm Gabby Day. Have a wonderful summer, everyone.
Wow, it's great to see Gabby back on the announcements.
I agree. I forgot how good she was at this. All right, break time's over. Time to pack up and move everything upstairs.
Too heavy?
No, I'm just C Masters. I can lift anything.
Then I guess that's not anything.
Ha ha. Anyway, why are we the only ones moving? Where's Bowie?
Hey everybody, look what I have.
Bowie, what's this new look?
Oh, it's my latest disguise. I'm the computer support technician. Call me Techie Tim.
And why are you dressed as Techie Tim?
I wanted to see the layout of the new newsroom next year, and here it is.
But how did you get this?
Skill, Trixie. Skill.
Whoa, the new newsroom looks legit.
Yeah, Gabby really outdid herself.
We're getting 4 computers?
And a whole photography section?
And check this out. There are 2 couches. What? Relaxation is a cornerstone of good reporting, okay? Okay.
The school's really taking the new newsroom serious. I mean, we're not gonna be some underground newspaper anymore.
I would think that's a good thing.
It is, but I mean, Gabby was the leader of all of this. It was all her idea, even the new newsroom, and what are we gonna do without her?
We'll find a way, okay? We always do.
Okay, but who's gonna be in charge? I mean, we remember what happened when Samantha took over.
Oh.
And I was looking forward to the new newsroom.
I'm not in the mood to pack anymore.
None of us are.
I have in my hand the blueprints for the newsroom.
We already saw the blueprints, Miss Maine.
How?
I was super curious.
Okay, well, now that that surprise is gone, I have one surprise left.
I'm so sorry I'm late. Did I miss it?
Gabby, don't leave!
Oh, no, but Bowie.
Oh, no, we talked about this. We talked about it.
Change isn't easy.
Yes, and with all of the change, hopefully this news will help you all breathe a little easier. Mr. Corbin and I discussed who will run the paper next year.
Don't be Samantha. Please don't be Samantha.
Dude,
Please don't be Samantha.
be cool.
We have decided that it will be Trixie.
What?
Wow, that's great. See, you were worried for nothing. The next leader is you.
Wow, thanks, Miss Maine.
Ah, this is so exciting!
Super!
Trixie, you will be excellent in this role. Why don't you come see me in my office? I have some new ideas to discuss with you about next year.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, but The paper is actually getting legit, and it's way too much pressure.
The paper becoming legit is what we dreamed about.
No, it's not. It's what you dreamed about. I dreamed about creating this underground paper. Underground meaning under the radar.
I don't understand.
Dude, now that we're becoming legit, people will read us.
Yeah, now our audience is gonna be bigger, but they're gonna expect us to always be good. We're gonna have to constantly top ourselves. But that's what news stories are all about.
Exactly.
Yes, but Trixie, we did this so we could reach the people that no one else was reaching. And you were great at that. You won an award.
Gabby, you don't get it. I'm not cool or popular. I mean, in the eyes of most of the school, I'm a nobody. And in the big picture, my story just doesn't matter. I'm sorry. I don't mean to disappoint you, but I can't be the editor.
It's me again. Every one of our lives is like a story, filled with exciting things, confusing things, and sometimes difficult things. If someone told your story, what would it be like? Would there be parts you would want them to read? Ooh, that was the best day ever. Would there be parts you wouldn't want them to read? Ooh, that was the day I lost the big game. That was awful. Every one of our lives has so many ups and downs. Sometimes we feel like we want to hide things that happened in our lives, like mistakes we made or hurtful things we did. The thing is, God knows all of those things. Everything we've said, even everything we've felt. So if God knows all that, how does He feel about my story? Well, God says that every part of our story matters. One person in the Bible, named Paul, showed us that in a big way. Hi there, I'm Paul. Paul wrote 13 books of the Bible and started some of the very first churches. To a lot of people, Paul was a hero. There were some parts of his story, though, that might surprise you. You see, at first, Paul hated Jesus and fought as hard as he could against Jesus' followers, trying to catch them and put them in jail. He was more like a villain than a hero. Then Paul met Jesus. My eyes! That's when Paul realized he needed to be following Jesus. He totally changed. Like he was living a new life. Instead of hurting people, Paul was helping them. Hey, friend. Can I pray for you? Instead of saying unkind things about Jesus' followers, Paul was telling as many people as he could about Jesus. He totally changed my life. Oh, you good, buddy? Instead of arresting Jesus' followers, Paul wouldn't stop telling people about Jesus, even if it meant he would go to jail himself. Well, here we go again. One day, a king asked Paul to share his story. Now, if I were Paul, I probably would have started with the part when I met Jesus and talk about all the amazing things I did. That's not where Paul started, though. If you asked Paul to tell his story, he wouldn't try to hide all the times he failed or got it wrong. He'd talk about them because he wanted everyone to see how much Jesus changed his life and how God had helped him grow. Actually, King, I used to hurt Jesus' followers. Once I met Jesus, my whole life changed. He's the reason I am who I am today. Paul knew that no failure, no wrong thing he'd done, no fear or hurt could separate him from God's love. In fact, he knew that if he trusted and followed God, God could make something good come from even the toughest moments in Paul's story. That's true for us too. And it's what I want you to remember today. Your whole story matters. Every part of it. Your family, where you live, what you're good at, and even the mistakes you've made. It all matters to God. He knows it all and loves you through it all. And that whole story can show others God's amazing love, mercy, and grace, just like Paul's story did. I wonder how the Source team will use their story to make a difference. Let's find out.
Hello? Mr. Corbin. No, Trixie is not here either. Okay. Have either one of you seen Trixie?
No?
No, it's just been us.
She was supposed to come to my office and she didn't show. Did something happen?
Stop!
I found her.
You and I are no longer friends.
Hey, Wacky Wendy's back.
I'm not Wacky Wendy. I was using this as a disguise to hide, but I can't even do that right.
Why are you trying to hide?
Yeah, why?
Do you have any more disguises?
You guys are not making this easier.
Trixie, I'm confused. You have been a part of this paper from the beginning. Don't you want to be the editor?
No, Miss Main. I'm good at being here when they need support or need an extra hand to help out, but I'm not the right person to be leading the paper.
Trixie, you are the perfect person to do this.
That's what I said.
Why? No one's gonna listen to me. What I say doesn't matter.
What you say absolutely matters. You know what? It matters a great deal. What makes me me?
But that's the first article that I wrote for the source. How do you have that?
Mr. Corbin gave it to me last year, and this article is the reason I became a teacher.
Reading Trixie's article is what made you not want to be a reporter anymore?
Wait, how could an article make you want to quit your job, Miss Sam?
Because when I read it, I couldn't believe that a student had written it. It was more thought-provoking and inspiring than anything that my professional colleagues had written.
Whoa, Trixie, you're a pro.
And after I read it, I thought to myself, what if I could help these kids? What if I could be the teacher that I never had? How far would they go in their lives?
Perhaps we could go to space.
I think she means what we do with our lives when we grow up.
I knew that.
Look, it's great and all, but to the students that go here, I'm a nobody.
Don't ever think that you're nobody. People will listen to you as long as you are real, honest, authentic, even a famous news reporter.
You made Miss Sam change careers, Trixie.
Oh, she did a lot more than that. This article created a chain reaction that changed my entire life. And it eventually led me here. And you all helped me to see how much God loves me.
I just wanted to write something for students like me, but I didn't think it had that much power.
That is the power of your story. It's like a pebble and a lake. Now, compared to the lake, the pebble seems very small. But when you throw that pebble into the lake, it creates ripples and it changes the entire lake.
I love ripples. They also make the best potato chips.
Huh? Ripples are the lines in the water when you throw something in it.
Okay.
You all can make a bigger impact than you realize. You all are going to go on and do so much.
Okay? If you think that I can be an editor, then I will try my best.
Miss Sam isn't the only one that thinks that.
We all do.
You got this, Trix.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, I need to go get ready for graduation. You're gonna do great. So much happened here.
Yeah, it did. It's quite the place. Hello?
I can't believe Trixie's article is what brought Miss Main to our school.
Well, now you were part of that too. If you hadn't challenged me to try writing again, we would have never started this paper.
And it all started in detention.
Yeah, God has a way of taking bad circumstances and using them to do amazing things, huh?
You can't do that, Mr. Corbin. You can't do your wisdom thing. I'm barely holding it together as it is.
How do you think we feel?
What are you guys doing here? We said goodbye in the auditorium.
We just wanted to say bye one more time.
Yeah. I mean, we were all here from the beginning. Might as well say goodbye all together.
Well, come here.
Ow, 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 you're crushing me.
Oh,
sorry.
oh.
Thank you.
Wow. I can't believe we're actually leaving this newsroom.
Gabby, you created something great.
We created something great.
One thing I could never figure out, Mr. Corbin, Why did you call the paper the source?
I think I know. It's what a newspaper is. It's a source for the students to get the information they need.
Well, that's one way to look at it. But that's not the reason I named it the source.
Or it's because every news reporter needs a trusted source where they can get their stories from.
Ooh, you're getting closer. The reason for the name is something you all learned since we started this paper. I called it the source because it was my way of telling the students that God was the source of everything.
You came up with the name as a reference to God?
Yeah, I thought it was clever. God is the source of everything, right? Your life, your stories, your dreams. It was my way of paying tribute to him.
I'll never look at this paper the same way ever again.
Super sneaky, Mr. C.
And this day is just full of surprises.
Oh, I've got one more. Do you want to see the new room?
Yes.
All right, come on.
I'll catch up. Hey, God. It's Gabby. Thanks for writing such an incredible story.
Hi, everyone. I love knowing that my story matters to God. He knows every part of it and cares about it too. Paul knew that and used every part of his story to share how Jesus had changed his life. The Source Team's story, with all its ups and downs, has reminded me that God is with us, and we can live for Him wherever we are. It's been an amazing journey watching their adventures and learning from them. So, my challenge for you this week is share how Jesus has made a difference in your life. This means sharing your story. If you follow Jesus, tell someone why you follow him and how he's changed your life. If you aren't sure about following Jesus yet, try asking someone who does follow him why they do that. And always remember, God knows and cares about every part of your story because he loves you. Thanks for watching, everyone!